Then Harry, then Sandy Lorgano, the Scot. They're coming onto the circuit now. 28 of the fastest Formula One karts in the world. This is like Formula One racing. They come onto the circuit. Fast, furious racing with the 250 motors. Very, very fast. And with South Africans in with a chance there. Unfortunately having problems in the early heats and down in the grid. South Africans to watch 14, 15, 16 and 18. Overseas drivers to watch 1, 2, 3, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 7 and 8. The overseas guys, that's Heinz, Bolen, Harry, Kleppy and Sandy Lorgano. Kleppy comes from Norway. Right, they're just warming their tyres up now, slowing down, getting this grid going here as they come round the circuit, led by the world champion there, Martin Heinz. Then it's Len Bolen, his fastest, biggest challenger. And Harry, the man who now holds the lap record at Zwartkop, is third on the grid, so he's on the second row of the grid. There's the world champion in the front. Martin Heinz from just outside London, makes the karts, she helps develop the Rotax engine. Look at this Formula One lineup, extremely quick, 190 kilometers per hour. They are capable of doing, going up the main straight. They're waiting for that whole pack now to come together. That's the S's. Hardly S's actually, it looks like more of a right-hand straight and right-hand they'll be coming up to the starting grid. They come up for a rolling start as this pack goes up. Are they going to let them go away here? And the pole man there is Len Bolen, number 2 with the black helmet, the dark helmet. Are they going to get the signal to start? Or are they going to go another lap? They're slowing. They're in first gear with 6 gears in the box to choose from. The starting officials are ready to let them go. It's a rolling start to this race. 24 laps, about 24 kilometers round. It's very tight. Circuit isn't going to be the start. And away they go. The flag is, national flag is down, away they go. And it's Heinz into the front with Bolen right in his tail. Bolen was the man who was in pole position against the inside berth for the first one. Here they come in. What fast kart these are. And it is Martin Heinz, and it is Bolen in second position as they come out of the S's. It's Heinz and it is Bolen. Right into fifth gears, they go around that very fast sweep and they get the tails out there like Formula One's cars, and they're going up to over 190 k's. They come towards you. 190 kilometers per hour. They're going to the loop there. Back to third gear, and it's still Heinz and Bolen. Heinz is the world champion. Bolen is the main pretender to the crown, and in third position is number 3. That's the new lap record holder is Brian Harry, and then the first of South Africans is right in there too. It's John Gemmell in number 18. Watch for number 18, that's the South African Gemmell right there in 4th position. Then it's Delgado from Scotland, then it's Greenwood from England, and then it's O'Shea from Scotland. So we've got Gemmell, the South African, lying at the moment in 4th position as they come up there. It is Heinz. Heinz said he had a half a second in hand over his times in the first race, and there's Martin Heinz, and then it's Len Bolen. And the third man there, it is Harry, and then it is John Gemmell from South Africa. And Gemmell's right in the picture there as they bumps about, and it's Heinz and it's Bolen, and then it's Harry from Scotland, and the South Africans are right in there too in 4th position. You'll see them coming to the straight. That's the first 3 now, and the 4th man is the South African, which is John Gemmell. There he is in your picture now, nothing in it. It's a 24 lap race and they have done 3 laps. It goes so quickly round Tower Bend they go, and it is the world champion in front with the main pretenders are saved to the throne. It's Len Bolen from Sweden in second position. And they're up to 3rd, 4th and into 5th as they go around the street, and the G-force are starting to play on their bodies. They're going to the start-finish straight, and they're going 160, 170, 180, 190 as they approach the loop at the top of the circuit, back to 3rd, and they pour on the power out of there and head down the pit straight. And there's the South African. It's Gemmell now, is in 3rd position. It looks like he's still in 4th position. He goes through there, still in 4th. It's Martin Heinz from just outside London in 1st position. He makes the zip carts that he drives, and all the other top drivers drive as well. And in his second position is the Swede, Leonard Bolen. He's a post office technician. He's in second position. Already they're starting to close up on the back markers. Can you believe the pace they're going at? And it takes them about 30 seconds to do a lap here. And it is Hines, and they're coming up against coming up to the back markers, and here he's close right up onto Boland's tail. And has he got him? No, has he got him? It's still Hines as he comes out the S's, and it's still Boland. And 3, it wasn't for want of trying that he didn't get past Boland, and that's Brian Heary from the UK, the lap record holder. And Hines is getting away from them, and Heary's hanging in there to Boland. There's the leader, number 1, Hines, right on his tail with the black helmet, the dark helmet. There's then Boland, and then right behind him we've got Brian Healy from the UK, and the 4th man is a South African, which is Johnny Gemmell, and on his tail he's got Sandy Delgado, but right on his tail, about to pass him, he's got Sandy Delgado from Scotland. That's in 5th gear. They'll be notching into 6th gear now. That 6-speed box they're driving with Rotax engine, those Austrian Rotax engine inline twin 2-strokes with disc valve, pushing out something like 57 kilowatts, about 75 horses coming through those back wheels and making them go like Formula 1 cars. The acceleration of these cars is absolutely vicious as he holds it on, comes out of the corner, and Boland hanging on for dear life there. It's still Hines in the front. Hines is losing a bit of ground there, and right on his tail he's got Heary is closing on Boland. There's Hines. There's the leader. There's the 2nd man, and there you can see they are the 2 at the back there. That is Boland and Heary. And coming up through the back, we've got another South African, Derek Irvin, who had clutch trouble in one of the previous races. In one of the heats, has moved up into 6th position. The South African Springbok, Derek Irvin, is mobile and is after that leading pack. So we look for him as well in number 15. The leader goes through now. The leader has gone through again. 9 laps are gone. 9 laps are gone. It's a 24-lap race. 24 laps. There's the leader, herring fastest. And 2nd and 3rd are right there. And in 4th position. 4th position, really fighting it out. Whoa, weak. There's Delgado just getting past Gemmell. And Irving has moved into the picture. Derek Irving at 15, just a little way behind the leaders, has moved into the picture in 6 spots. There's the leader tearing through the back markers. There's the 2nd man. There's the 2nd man, and that is Boland there, still in number 2, closing up on the leader. And in 3rd position, right on his tail, going through the inside, he's going to get him. That is Brian Heary from the UK, and then it's Sandy Delgado from Scotland. And then it's the 2 South Africans, it's Gemmell and it's Irving. And those slow back markers have got to be passed. And this gives the others a chance to come right up, as they just use all the forces of G's as they go around that sweep. And we have 12 laps to go. And a slow man nearly got off. He's quite wiped out there. And Boland's right on his tail again, and he's brought Heary with him. So Boland is right there now. You can see him in your picture. Now there's Boland, and there's Heary right on his tail. 1, 2, 3, they go. And hold on, and Gemmell is having a full go there with Delgado. Gemmell from South Africa, and Irving is moving into the picture. There's nothing in it. They've got 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go. And the South African Johnny Gemmell's right up there. You can just see him at the top of the circuit. And the speed of the front runners is furious as they come past these slow markers. And there's the leader. And he's got the bumping and the vibration in those cars. He was telling me yesterday, it means that you have to sit there with loosened eyeballs. You just kind of focus on the road ahead of you. No suspension at all. And with 10 laps to go, there's 10 laps to go. This is where fitness starts to count, to be able to concentrate for so long at this sort of speed. The power of these machines is absolutely vicious. It just piles it on. And there they go to lower the back markers. There's the leader now. What is the leader? 2 is Boland, 1 is Hines, 2 is Boland, and 3 is Brian Heary from England as well. So we've got a Swedish sandwich. There's Heary going through there now. There's the 4th and 5th, we're just behind them. But they're going to come through the top now. We're waiting for them now, and there they come now. There's the leader. We've got 9 laps to go, 8.5 laps to go. There he is with a white helmet. And the back markers could change his race. They've got bodywork around these carts now, not much ground effect, just trying to get the air out from under the cart. And we've got a fantastic race going on just behind them between Johnny Gemmell, the South African, and Sandy Delgado. A real tussle going into the S's now between these two, are passing and repassing each other all around the circuit. And there's the leader going through. And it's Hines, and then it is Boland, and then it is Heary. 1, 2 and 3 in that order. And those others, it's Gemmell now in fourth position. He's past Delgado. At this sort of pace, the South Africans now in fourth position. Fifth is Delgado. Fifth is Delgado there. Just left out second position, but Delgado actually in fifth position. Right, top of the circuit. And Irving now is into sixth position, and he's having a fight with Delgado just behind them. They're having a race that you can't believe. It's Irving and Delgado having a big race, and we're back to the leaders. And Gemmell in fourth. And there's the third man, and that is Brian here, the lap record holder, and they have got 7 laps to go. I think it's 7 laps to go now. The order hasn't changed. It's still Martin Hines hasn't got anything in hand, and Boland has just towed the other two along. 2 and 3 have just been towed along, and the fourth man's the South African Johnny Gemmell, number 18, and he's not too far behind them. He's on his own now. He's got a safe fourth position, but behind them Irving is in fifth. Irving has gone to fifth ahead of the Scotsman Delgado, and Derek Irvin, the Springbok, is really going. Right, top of the circuit now, the leader. It's Phil Hines, Boland, and here we have this slow market ahead of them, and here comes this high-speed train. And is this going to change the orders? They arrive there, Tower Bend, there's the two slow men, and here they come, that threesome, that fast one. 2 goes on the inside, and they're all going to get through. He doesn't change the order. Hines has been in karting for 21 years. He makes the karts, he helps develop the Rotex engine, and he can certainly drive them like the world champion he is. And they have got, and they've done 19 laps now. They've got 5 laps to go, 5 laps to go. And Hines looks like he's taking control there. The back marker seems to change the position. He goes round Tower Bend, he slides it round Tower Bend. Third, he goes up to fourth, back to third, back to second. Pulls out of here in second gear, up to third, up to fourth. He's got a hand touch on his steering, and he's got a hand change next to his hand as well. And they're starting to spread out now. 4 laps to go. Just 4 laps to go. That's all they've got. And it's Hines, it's Boland, and it's Heary. 1, 2 and 3 in that order. Then the South African Johnny Gemmell is in fourth position, and Derek Irvin right from the back of the pack has come right through to fifth position. A tremendous display of driving. There's the leader now, Martin Hines. And there is Hines going through the sweep now, getting that tail of that cart right out there. These are very, very quick. 160, 170, 180, they accelerating all the way up there to 190. Back to third gear. And everything happens so quickly, and it looks like he's taking control. He's taken control, and here he's starting to fall behind. Here he's dropping back now, number 3. The engines are right next to their left-hand elbows, chain-driven, 4 disc brakes on these machines. Number 1 there he is. The world champion in the front, stretched out in that machine, looking very, very comfortable, right in control. And it looks like they're going into their last lap now. This is the last lap. As they get into the last lap, it's going to be Hines and Len Boland, and then it is going to be quite a long way behind is Heary. And this looks like it's the last lap. This is the last lap. And there he is from the drop of the flag, from the front row. It's Martin Hines, number 1. In the Zip Rotax, Austrian Rotax engine. In front of him in the middle of his steering wheel, he's got his rev count, he's also got a temperature gauge just to see how he's getting on as far as cooling the engine goes. And then it is, here he comes now. So Hines is going round to take it. They're on the last lap now, and that order is going to remain unless he makes a big mistake. I don't think they'll catch up to back markers now. It's going to be Martin Hines, the world champion, to win the first of these final races. Oops, and they've got a slow mark, had to bounce through the curbing. And number 13 going through there was Bert Schiebold from Germany. And there he is, going for the line now, going for the line. And here he is, and on his tail he's got Boland, and third is Harry. Third is Harry as they go across the line. So it's Martin Hines number 1 in the Zip. That's the Zip is the chassis. Rotax is the Austrian engine. Second, Len Boland, number 2 in the Zip Rotax. Third was Brian Harry in the Zip Rotax. Then fourth, the South African going extremely well, Johnny Gemmell in the Zip Rotax, and then followed by Ivor Greenwood, number 4 in another Zip Rotax, and Ivor Greenwood from the UK with Paul O'Shea in the Zip Rotax in 6th position. Well, a very, very good race indeed. Well won by the world champion, Martin Hines. Okay, it's good stuff. Listen, Chalks, we must try